welcome to your practice. I don't have much to say today, other than we'll work outer glutes quite a bit today. So lots of attention to the low belly, just to help protect the low back, to keep the low back broad, even though we're engaging outer glutes and closing that space throughout the low back. And for props, grab a bolster or cushions, roll the blanket, and have a couple blocks also to the side. And I think that is all. So grab your props and let's begin. So today you'll start with the bolster at the top of your mat. And you're laying down on your back with the bolster behind your knees. And have your legs in butterfly, or this wide diamond shape, where the soles of your feet are touching and the knees are open to the sides. Once you've found that position, soften your body. Let the weight of the body go. Let the breath settle in the body. As you land in your practice. As you continue to relax and let go of your weight into the ground, into the support behind you, beneath you, become aware of your breath in and your breath out. And start to intentionally make the length of the inhale the same as the length of the exhale. And the length itself doesn't really matter. It can be a count of 5, a count of 6, or less, as long as the inhale and the exhale have the same length. So we'll come back through this breath pattern throughout the class, samavritti, or equal part breath. Keep your left leg as it is and hug your right knee in towards your chest. And you can hug the knee right towards the center of your chest, or more towards the right shoulder, or even towards the right elbow, to see what feels good in the body. You might just hold with one hand, the right hand, and let the left arm relax back into the ground. And you're still very much heavy, very much relaxed. Almost like the whole body is spilling out to the sides. And here you're breathing in and out for the same count. Whatever that count is for you. And bring the right knee to a 90-degree bend. And you'll catch somewhere along the shin, the ankle, or the sole of the foot. So the sole of the right foot is towards the ceiling. So you have a half of a happy baby shape. And the left leg is just as it was before, relaxed. The knees still bent, and notice that the body wants to most likely roll to the right. And if that is happening, allow that to happen. You can even pull the right leg closer to the ground as you rock over to the right. There's no need to force or resist or hold up anything at this point. You'll rebend the right knee. Place the right leg back to that butterfly shape, and you'll take an equal length inhale, an equal length exhale. Hug the left knee towards your chest. And once more, allow the knee either to come right towards the center of your body or more towards the left shoulder or even the left elbow, holding with one hand or with both hands. Something that feels really soothing, really relaxed, really supportive here. The whole body just melting away from center. 90-degree bend on the left knee now, and you're catching somewhere along the shin, at the ankle, or the sole of the left foot. And the sole of the left foot is towards the ceiling. Then you're pressing the hand into the foot, so you're pulling the leg down. And if that makes the hips, the body roll to the left, you allow that to happen. Everything in the body is relaxed other than the arm working here to pull the leg down. And then your breath is equal at the breath in and the breath out. Both legs back to the butterfly shape. Easy breath in and out. Now bend both knees and place the feet on the ground, and you can use your feet to roll the bolster away from you, so you can have your feet closer to your seat. Now bring your arms by your sides. The palms can face up or down, whatever feels nice on the shoulders. And then engage the low belly here. And imagine that the sides of your hips, or the tops of your hips, are like the corners of your mouth, and that you can smile them up towards your shoulders. Creating this smile around the low belly and the waist, almost as if the waist was cinching in. So the corners of your belly smiling up towards your shoulders. Keep that. Keep that stability of the pelvis. And then any amount, move your right knee out to the side. The foot stays on the ground. It's just the knee moving to the side. Any amount without moving the pelvis out of this position. And then you bring the knee back to center. So you don't have to link breath and movement. You're just very mindfully moving the right knee to the side and bringing it back to center really slowly to make sure the pelvis stays stable. And one more time. And back to center. And then you'll do the left side. So left knee moves off to the left any amount. The foot stays on the ground. And then you bring the knee back to center. Without moving the pelvis, you move the knee off to the side. Left knee. And knee back to center. One more time. Knee to the side. Pelvis is stable and broad. And knee back to center. You can hug your knees towards your chest now. Tight or a loose hug. And then however you prefer to find a tabletop. You might rock up and down, roll to one side. You'll move your bolster off to the side and we'll meet on a tabletop. So in tabletop, your toes are tucked behind you. Press your hands down and pull them back slightly so that lengthens your spine. Draw your low belly in and reconnect that smile of your face, the corners of your waist smiling up towards your shoulders. Keep that. Inhale and hover your knees an inch off the ground. Exhale, lower your knees down. Inhale, you pick the knees up. Exhale, you slowly lower down. One more time. Inhale, pick the knees up. Exhale, knees down. Next one is different. Inhale, knees up. Stay here and exhale. Stay here and breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Your first downward dog, you're welcome to stay in stillness or move around a little bit. Reaching your heels towards the ground behind you or moving the hips from side to side. Shifting weight from hand to hand. And then find center. Take a breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg up. The hips are squared. Pelvis is facing down. And you engage the right bum, the right hamstrings to lift the leg up without moving the pelvis. You'll look forward and step the right foot forward. The back knee comes to the ground. Inhale, broaden your chest forward. Broaden your shoulders towards the back of your mat. And exhale, move your hips back. Lengthen the front leg any amount. Inhale, you rock forward. Exhale, you rock back. One more time. Inhale, rock forward. Take it slow. Exhale and rock back. Breathe in, rock forward. Ground your hands here and exhale, pick up your back knee. So you're really grounding your hands, rounding the spine like a cat spine. And then you're bending your right knee and keep the right knee towards the right armpit as you lower your left knee to the ground. And here, if you're on a tabletop with your right knee towards your chest, you're welcome to walk the hands a little bit closer to create more room. But the right knee is lifted towards your chest. The spine is cat spine and your left toes are tucked under. Engage your low belly. Now, the outer right glutes will engage and that will move the right knee out to the side. Knee comes back to center, exhale. Inhale, right knee off to the right, engaging the outer right glutes. And exhale, relax, knee to center. Next one, inhale, knee off to the side. Stay here and exhale. Pick up your left knee off the ground and lengthen the left leg. Hips move up and back to downward dog, but the right knee is still off to the side, engaging the outer right glute. So this is like tree pose meets downward dog. So we'll call this today our tree dog. So keep the right leg in this externally rotated position where the knee is externally rotating to the side. Shift forward, bring your right knee towards your right wrist and your right foot towards your left wrist, exaggerating this external rotation. You exhale, hips up and back, tree dog. Inhale to plank with this external rotation of the leg. One more time, tree dog, exhale. Inhale to plank. Pause here. Roll your left heel to the left and start to switch your weight into your left hand and step your right foot behind the left leg and sit your bum down. So you're sitting down, left leg is long, it's at the bottom, right leg is at the top, foot to the ground. Arm is just extended, landing on the knee. Now really flex your left foot, lengthen the left leg. You're pressing the left leg into the ground and that helps you lift your hips up. And the right leg is also helping, keeping or taking some weight off the body. And extend the arms up in that T shape. So you lower down, exhale. Inhale, you lift the hips up by pressing the left side body on the ground. One more time, lower down, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Now as your right hand finds the mat, you lift your hips, hug your inner thighs in, and the last thing to arrive on the floor is the right toes. You're in plank. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and lower all the way to the floor. Exhale. Cactus shape your arms. Breathe in, pull your chest forward, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, roll up, low cobra. Exhale to release down. One more time. Breathe in, find space. Breathe out, you relax. Tabletop, inhale. In child's pose, exhale. In child's pose, make fists with your hands and curl your fists under so your knuckles are reaching towards your armpits. Releasing any tension that might have built up on the hands. It's a lot of weight on the hands in this class, so it's really nice to take this moment to do a little bit of countering. And you relax the fists, spread the hands, and soften in child's pose for one breath in and one breath out. And shift forward to tabletop. And it's a downward dog. Exhale. Couple breaths here just for yourself. Move around, stay still. You choose. And from downward dog, we'll breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg, inhale, sweep it up. Keep your pelvis facing down. Engage the left bum and hamstrings to lift the leg up any amount more. Look forward, step the left foot forward. Back knee comes down. You breathe in and broaden your chest. Breathe out, hips move back, you round your spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Bend the front knee. Breathe out, round the spine, and lengthen the front leg. One more time each way. Next time your front knee is bent, you'll stay there. Ground your hands, and exhale, pick up your back knee. So keep the left knee where it is. Puff the back of your heart towards the ceiling. And bend the left knee so the heel moves towards your bum. And now bring your right knee to the ground. Keep your toes stacked and walk your hands in any amount to find more comfort here in your tabletop with the left knee curling in towards your chest. It really exaggerates this cat spine. Now, the left outer glutes will engage to move the left knee to the side, any amount. And you bring the knee back to center. Inhale, left knee to the left. Exhale, knee to center. One more time, you'll keep the knee there. Keep the knee lifted and hover the right knee off the ground and lengthen the right leg. So you're back to your tree dog with the left side. The left outer glutes are engaging, externally rotating the leg. Look forward, inhale, plank. Left knee, left wrist, left foot, right wrist. Exhale, your tree dog. Keep engaging the outer left bum. Inhale to plank. Exhale to tree dog. Inhale to plank. You'll stay in plank. Roll your right heel to the right. You're passing through a plank just to step the left foot behind the right and sit on your bum. Left arm just rests on your knee. Really flex your right foot. Keep that ankle strong as you press the bottom of your right body into the ground to lift your hips and T-shape your arms. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, you lift the hips up. T-shape the arms. Exhale, you lower down. One more time. Strong right side body. And then as your right hand reaches for your mat, you lift your hips, hug your inner thighs in. And the last thing to arrive are the left toes to the ground. Plank for a breath in. Lower to the ground as you breathe out. Cactus shape your arms, 3 cobras. Keep them low to create more space through your spine. So instead of creating any compression, how can this shape bring more length through your spine? And when you're done, you'll move with your inhale to tabletop and child's pose with your exhale. Now sit up on your bum and shake your wrists out. Just shaking the wrists. And then you'll close your fists and open the hands. Close, open, close, open, close, open. Super fast. The fastest you can. You're springing water off your fingers. You're sending out sparkles or something. Then you relax. The palms can be placed on your thighs. Just take an easy inhale and exhale. Push it forward through downward dog. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Arriving at your forward fold. The knees are bent. Belly to thighs, back of the neck is long. And then how you like it, either roll up or come up with a flat spine. Into Tadasana. Pause here. Connect to the stability, the strength, the support of your legs. And flirt with this idea of freedom in the upper body. As if from stability, from strength, from support, you can grow and pursue freedom, fluidity. Let's breathe in together and breathe out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Come halfway up, inhale, long back of the neck. Exhale, right foot leads the plank. Breathe in, plank. Knees up or down to chaturanga. Exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Pause here in downward dog. And reconnect to the low belly engagement. And that smile of the corners of your waist. You'll lift your heels up, and with your exhale, find the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reach forward and up, stand up. Hands to your heart, breathe out. In here, you breathe in. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Left foot leads the plank, exhale. In plank, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Pausing, connecting to low belly, the smile of your waist. And reconnect to your equal part breath. And then lift your heels. And at the bottom of your exhale, find the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Reach forward and up, stand up. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Here you breathe in. Arms by your sides, breathe out. Inhale, reach. Exhale and fold. Halfway up, breathe in. Right foot leads to chaturanga, breathe out. One breath. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. One inhale. One exhale. Lift your heels up, breathe in. To the top of your mat, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Reach forward and up. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Breathe in here. Arms by your sides, breathe out. Last time, breathe in and reach. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in halfway. Left foot to chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. One inhale. And one exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, find the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold and exhale. Reach forward and up, breathe in. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Breathe in here. Arms by your sides, breathe out. Pause and inhale. Pause and exhale. What do you notice here? Taking this moment to connect with your body. And notice what you notice. Notice this fear of the physical body. Maybe it's something in your breath. Maybe it's a feeling or a thought. Or something about your energy level. What do you notice? And then let it go. And blink your eyes if they're closed. And bring your feet together so the toes are touching. Bring your hands to your hips and bend your right knee so the right heel lifts off the ground. And now from the outer right glute, engage that muscle so the right knee moves to the side, but your pelvis is still facing forward. And then from there, place the right foot to the calf or to the inner thigh, and you can help with the hand if you want to go higher. So hands to your hips, the pelvis is facing forward, and the outer right bum is really engaging to help open the right knee. And as much as the right side glute is working, the left side glute is also working, hugging towards the midline, so the left hip is not moving off to the left side. Now engage the low belly. Think about the smile of your waist. Give this the priority. And engage your right side bum so that the right foot hovers off your right thigh. And point your right knee forward. Lift the right knee higher. Keep the low belly engaged here. You can even have your hands on your belly to remember. And then right side glute engages, that moves the knee to the side any amount. And you bring the knee back to center. Knee off to the side. And knee back to center. Mindful of your breath. Knee out to the side from the engagement of the outer right glute. And now keep the knee here. You'll figure four the right leg over the left thigh. Bend the left knee straight ahead and move your hips back in space. Sringalavasana, move your figure four shape. Hands to your hips, to your heart. Find a height from the tilting of the torso forward, from the bending of the left knee, where you feel some sensation on the right glute of stretch. Doesn't have to be too intense. Just that first little bit of the sensation is what we're looking for. Now, as you stand up, cross the right leg in front of the left all the way. So the right foot lands outside of the left foot. And you'll step the left foot way back towards warrior two. So the right knee has to bend straight forward. And the right side glute here is still working so that the right knee moves forward and keeps moving in the same direction as your ankle, as your right foot. Arms out to the sides. So taking this opportunity here to play with seemingly opposite forces. This idea of stability through the legs, of strength, of support, and this lightness, this fluidity of your torso. Knowing where to put your energy for power, and where to soften your energy for ease. And power here being empowerment, and not power over something or someone. Then connect that equal part breath, breathing in and out for an equal count. And then you look down, ground your hands. You might need to walk a little bit closer towards the midline of your mat. Then you'll ground your hands and step your right foot halfway back your mat. And then the heels move towards the left, so all of the toes point towards the right, and you lift your right hand up to your supported side plank. So the first option is to have the top leg, that's the right leg, forward of you. And the second option is to step the right foot back or even stack it over the left. And then we're moving here by lowering the hips a little bit and engaging the bottom side body to lift the hips up. So whatever variation of the legs, the hip is just lowering down halfway. You're engaging the bottom body to bring the hips back to center. The arms stay in place. So do one more of those. And once the hip is up, you'll keep the hip there. Now, option to bring the right knee towards your chest. And then you're engaging the right side glute to move the right knee off to the side. And resisting the urge to place the right foot on the inner thigh. Fallen tree for breath in. And use the exhale to that tree dog. Grounding the hands, moving the hips up and back. The right knee is still off to the side. And then shift forward to pigeon, bringing the shin forward. And this will be half a sleeping and half an active pigeon. So the hands can be to the ground or the forearms can be down.
but you're pulling the hands or forearms back in space. And the back knee towards the front shin. So you're almost like rounding your back, your low back, but reaching the heart forward. And the legs are hugging towards one another. And take this moment to once again control the breath in and out so they have the same length. You're bringing balance into your breath, into your body. Balancing out the energies, suppleness, and strength. So if your forearms are down, you'll ground your hands. And you'll move back to downward dog. And from downward dog, you're lifting your heels up and walking towards the top of your mat. So in your forward fold, bend your knees, and you can either flip your hands so the back of your hands are to the floor, or if it feels nice, you can slide the hands under your feet and step on the meaty part of your hand with your toes. So you're giving yourself a little massage there. And it might feel nice to like point the backs of the elbows towards your shin, so the eyes of the elbows are towards the front of your mat, and you're bending the elbows back. Giving the hands, the wrists, a little bit of a massage with the toes can also feel nice. And then you're leaning back just enough to remove one hand and then the other. And you're rolling up to stand into Tadasana. Taking that moment to connect that stability of your legs and that ease of your upper body. And then you'll blink your eyes open. Bring your feet together so toes are touching, hands to your hips. And bend your left knee so the left heel lifts off the ground. Engage your left side glute to point the left knee off to the left. And then place the left foot to the calf or to the inner thigh, helping with the hand. So hands on your hips. You have the hands here. The fingers can feel the fronts of your hips that is pointing straight forward. Have a little marker there. And then the left side glute is engaging, and that is what opens your hip. That's what opens your knee to the side. And as much as the left side is working, the right side is also working, hugging towards the midline, creating stability. To really engage the low belly here. And remember that smile of your waist. You then place your hands on your belly. Engage your left side bum more. So now that left foot hovers off your thigh, and then you point your left knee forward. Lift the left knee a little higher. Keep the low belly engaged. Engage the left side bum to move the left knee to the side. And knee back to center. Knee off to the side, you're breathing. And knee back to center. Knee off to the side one more time. You'll keep it there. And figure four the left leg over the right. And bend the right knee straight forward. The hands come to your hips, your heart. Your hips are leaning back as your chest is leaning forward. And you're lowering down to that point where you first feel sensation through the left side bum. And then as you stand up, cross the left leg in front of the right. So left foot lands outside of the right. Then step the right foot way back. The left knee bends straight forward to warrior two. Reach your arms out wide, adjust your stance. And notice how the outer left glute is working to help line the left knee with the left ankle. The low belly is smiling up. And then the arms, they're soft, reaching out from center as your legs are really supportive here. Can you feel both the work and the ease, the stability and the fluidity? And connect that equal part breath. Breathing in for the same count as you're breathing out. And then look down. You'll place your hands down and walk your feet, your hands more towards the midline of your mat. And you'll step your left foot halfway back. Turn your heels to the right as your toes point to the left, and lift your left hand up. So you can stay here in the supported side plank, or step the left foot back, either in front of the right or stacked over. And then the hips are lowering just halfway, and you engage the whole right side body to lift the hips up. The arms stay in place. You lower the hips halfway and bring them back up. Remember that strong ankle, you're pressing the leg down to lift the hips up. One more time. Then you're either staying here or bringing your left knee towards your chest, engaging the left side bum to open the left knee to the side. So the pelvis is facing forward. And you're here for a breath in. And exhale to your tree dog. So hand comes down. The hips, you lift them up and back. And the left side glute is still engaged to externally rotate the leg. Then you look forward, move forward to pigeon, bringing the shin forward. So the back knee is down, you can have the toes stacked, either hands down or forearms down. And then you're pulling hands or forearms back as the back knee pulls forward. So they're meeting in center. The legs are scissoring towards one another. And then while the low back is rounding, you're pulling your heart forward. Again, these seemingly opposite but complementary forces of anchoring the low back in this rounded, broad position so that the heart can reach forward and ahead. And then you're connecting with your equal part breath. So your next shape from here is downward dog. And if you'd like to move through one last sun salutation, or vinyasa I should say, you can take that now with me. Or you can stay here or in child's pose. So if we're moving, you breathe in to plank. Breathe out chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And we'll meet with the knees down. And sit on your heels. And place your hands on your thighs. And flip your palms up. Closing the eyes and turning your attention inwards. What do you feel? Blink your eyes open. You'll sit on your bum and you'll find your bolster again. And once more, you'll place the bolster sort of towards the top of your mat and place your legs over the bolster. And this time the legs will be parallel instead of butterfly. Then find your blocks. You might have 2 or just 1 or not have blocks at all. The block is here to support the head. So you're walking the flesh of your bum back, so you're seating more towards the sit bones. And then the first hinge is a hinge at the hips, and then you're rounding your spine forward. So the block is here to catch the forehead. You can lower it down, you can prop another one up over it for more height. So explore a little bit and feel what feels right. And we're not looking for a sensation of stretch, really working to balance out the body, to bring balance back into the body. Instead of reaching for stretch through the legs, focus on this rounding of your spine and on this letting go of the weight of the body towards the ground. And direct your breath towards your low back. Towards the low back and the back pockets of your waist. Almost as if you could breathe into your glutes and your side glutes especially. Then use your hands to walk yourself up your legs. So you very slowly unwind your spine back to a more upright position. And you'll pause. Give the body some time to integrate. So you can move your blocks if you're using off to the side. You might want to keep the bolster there for behind your knees for Shavasana. We're not going there yet. So I find that if you move it forward a little bit, you have some extra space there. Then you can scoot your bum forward and come to lay on your back. So your knees are bent, feet to the floor. Noticing this return of the back body to the ground. You'll hug your right knee into your chest just briefly and figure 4 the right leg over the left. And then engage the low belly to lift the left leg up, and you can tread the needle hugging either the front of the shin or behind the left thigh. And then feel free to rock here a little bit from side to side, to move the hips around, to explore different angles, so you can really get the most out of this stretch today on those spots in the body that are tighter. You might find a sticky spot and stay there, or you might continue to move around as some bits are released. And as you're here, continue to direct your breath towards your low back and towards the outer pockets, back pockets of your waist. It's really broadening that portion of the body. And really mindfully and with control, bring yourself back to center, land the left foot down. Keep this figure four shape of the legs and lower it off to the left. So the right foot lands down. And you can use the left hand to keep the right knee propped up. As you open the right arm off to the side and half of a T shape. Might even hold the sole of the right foot. And once you found that position, with any adjustments, see if you can, it's very subtle, but relax the right hip towards the floor behind you. Instead of thinking of twisting over towards the left, it's almost as if your low back and your right glute want to melt back into the floor behind you. Now engage the low belly just enough to bring the shape back to center. Extend the right leg straight up to the ceiling. And then bend the right knee, right foot to the ground. Left knee towards your chest just briefly so you can figure four the left leg over the right. Engage the low belly to lift the right leg up, and you hug either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. And then again, you're moving or finding a spot and sticking with that spot until it releases, and you move ahead to another spot. The idea here is explore. And the neck, the shoulders are relaxed, the low back is relaxed. And your breath is really expansive around your pelvis. That even though we're working with strength through the outer glute, we're also working with stretching those muscles. Getting rid of any pressure that could have built up around the low back. And if you moved off center, come back to center. With control, place your right foot down. Keep your figure four shape, but lower it to the right so the sole of the left foot lands on the ground. And you use your right hand to help prop that leg open. Either press the knee up or hold the foot to see what works best in your body. And then the left arm is extended out to the side in line with your shoulder. And once you made those modifications to find the posture, And again, that very subtle bit on the left hip. As if you can relax it towards the floor behind you. This subtle letting go of the left hip from the left leg, as if it could hang from the hip joint. And the whole body is soft and supple. Let these deep and rich breaths into your pelvic bowl. And the engagement here is just enough so you can bring your legs back to center. Lengthen your left leg up towards the ceiling. Then both feet down. It might feel nice to hug the knees in to the chest. Maybe it's a happy baby that you want. So take any final postures that the body is really calling for. And when you're ready, the final resting shape is Shavasana. So if the bolster is there for behind your knees, adjust yourself so it's really on the right spot, right behind your knees. Take your arms out to the sides. Even scooch the bum down and under so the low back is more flat with the ground. And then allow the body to relax completely. So your whole body gets to be heavy. Your whole body gets to let go. Your whole body gets to trust and know that it's supported. So as you rest in Shavasana, I want to read you a poem. It's by Mary Oliver from the book Upstream. Over and over in the butterfly, we see the idea of transcendence. In the forest, we see not the inert, but the aspiring. In water that departs forever and forever returns, we experience eternity. I'll leave you here for a few moments of silence, and then we'll close the class together. Start to breathe a little bit deeper. And allow your breath to come in and go wherever
never departing and forever returning. And then it's your breath that invites movement back into the body. In your own time and way, you'll find yourself to a seated posture. A posture that is equally present as it is easeful. And then in that posture, rest your hands over your heart. Your left hand at your heart and the right hand covering it. And then we'll breathe in together for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. An easy breath in and out. Thank you for practicing with me. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.